Hi, friends. It's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And Stampin' Up! Is a paper crafting company, and we have lots of stamps and papers and inks and ribbons and embellishments, and I love to make things with all the pretty items that we have, and that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to make a card, and we're going to talk about pretty papers and stamps and things like that. So I am so thankful to have you here. Roz, hello. Let me check and make sure that everything is working right. um, okay, good. It says that we're live, and that's an important thing. Okay. And Tina and Jeanne, it looks like all three of you are there. Wonderful. So good to see you guys. Good to see you. How's your weather there where you are? Ours has been cool and cloudy, and we've had a tiny bit of rain, not quite an inch, but off and on, a little bit of rain over the past few days. Ellie is better. Yes, Tina, Granite Falls, 61 degrees. I'm glad it's nice and warm, much warmer for you. Tina, I'm so glad to hear that. Ellie had a rabies shot, and I guess Roz has beautiful weather in Florida. That's good. I don't know why I gave her a rabies shot, except, the county sent Anthony. Good to see you. The county of San Diego sent a thing in the email, Pam, hi, and it said, that Ellie was due for a rabies shot. So I took her to the vet and had the rabies shot, and she had a very bad reaction to it. She, for the first few hours, she was totally fine. And then all of a sudden, she just laid around. She didn't do anything. When she got up, she could hardly walk. She limped. She didn't eat. She didn't drink. You touched her. I tried to pick her up, and she cried from where they gave her the shot. She's totally better now. It took over 24 hours, a little closer to 48 hours, and then she completely snapped out of it, and she's fine. And today she had a bath this morning, and when I was brushing her, thank you, Colleen. Good to see you, Polly. She winced a little bit. It was over on this, up above this leg here. So I don't know, I called the vet, and we, wrote it down and reported it. And as long as she came out of it, I'm fine. But I guess I really didn't need to give her a rabies shot. She's not out in the wild or anything. She's just in our little backyard. We have a small little house with a little backyard with grass. So I don't know that she really needed the rabies shot. It's just that, you do the thing because the dogs are supposed to be licensed. Louise, good to see you. Oh, snowstorms. Yes, you're waiting for spring. Well, we're going to make a spring card today. That should make you feel better, Louise. Anyway, I don't think she'll be having any more rabies shots. But I felt pretty bad after I gave it to her. I thought, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. But, you do what you are, anyway. Done and done. And she's all better. She's back to her normal self. She was, yesterday, she woke us up. She was down at the end of the bed on the floor barking for me to get up and put her out. So she's all back to normal, and I'm so thankful. And thank you all for your well wishes for her. Okay, good to see you from North Carolina. Yeah, so we're good, and happy Wednesday. I missed you all on Friday, though. It was not the same without seeing you all, my friends. So let's talk about a few things that are going on with Stampin' Up. And so kits. Are you all aware that Stampin' Up! Comes out with at least minimum 2 new kits per month? this is not Paper Pumpkin, which is a subscription kit that you don't know totally in advance what you're going to get. But kits are, you know what you're going to get. You can go on and search on the website for kits, and they have 2 brand new ones every month. And I wanted to mention that and you guys are on Facebook. I know most of you are. I'm seeing some of you from YouTube. Anthony, looking forward to when spring has sprung. Yes, from London. So if you're on Facebook, Sarah Douglas, who is the CEO of Stampin' Up, she has a Facebook page, and you can look her up. Do you want to go, baby? Okay, she's ready to get down. And so if you look for Sarah Douglas, S-A-R-A Douglas, and she previews, yes, they make absolutely perfect gifts, Tina, good idea. And she'll preview them each month. And I was just watching her. She did new ones like yesterday or the day before. She showed the ones for January, which are not totally new, but they were the ones from January. One was a thank you card one that is really fabulous. So check out those kits. And some months, waiting for new products. Yes, some months they come out with 3 kits and some 2, but every month minimum 2 kits. And so next week, I'm looking at my calendar, I believe it's the 4th, we're going to get new kits, minimum 2. And we didn't get a sneak peek, I don't think, as leaders. We usually do. Maybe we will on Monday when we have our leaders meeting. But those kits are fabulous. They're great. Have a few friends over, and it comes with everything you need except the adhesive. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about kits. Then I wanted to remind you, Celebration, don't forget. Oh, now she's barking. Back in the back with my husband. She's already out here barking. Goodness sakes. Okay, Celebration is, we still have a full month until February 28th of Celebration, where you get free products, free gifts for your orders. And so it's kind of a no-brainer. And I think they are coming out with a few new things next week. I'm not sure if I was supposed to say that or not. Anyway, be paying attention. Great to get free gifts. We all love free gifts. The mini catalog is going on. We're going to use a product from the mini catalog, a bundle from the mini catalog today. And the starter kit special. This is my little flyer about the starter kit special. If you are not hello, Cheryl. If you're not a demonstrator, I would say why not? Because once you become a demonstrator, you get 20% off everything you order, and it's kind of like a no-brainer. There's really no obligation. If you join now, you would be a demonstrator until, I'm thinking in my mind, I think June. It goes by quarters: January, February, March, April, May, June 30th, with no obligation, and everything you buy is 20% off after your starter kit. And the starter kit deal right now is so cool. For $99, you can get $155 of product of your choice. Hi, Anne. Or you can get $125 in product of your choice, plus a stamp set that is cute. I've shown here before, plus 2 packages of markers, Stampin' Up! Markers, and each one has like 10 markers each for a color family of your choice. So it's just a great deal. And actually, I have a great team. We're called the Sweet Stampers. That's the name of my team. And I love them. We're going to be having a team meeting on Monday night. We do a Zoom, and I haven't told them yet. I'm going to be sending an email right after I'm finished here to all of them to give them the Zoom link. And we're going to do some, I can't remember what it's called, but we're going to make a card together. It's like secret card making, and they do they put together the card, and they do it their own way. Anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun. Hi, Julia. Good to see you. So I would love to have you be part of my Sweet Stampers. I have gals from all over the country, and we have a wonderful time together. And I would love to have you be part of that. So there's a link for joining up above for Facebook and down below for YouTube. All right, I want to take a quick look today at something I don't know if you have looked at. So I'm going to turn you down and we are going to look at the scrapbooking brochure. Now, it's an online brochure, but I printed it out so we could look at it today. Linda, Pennsylvania, good. Ellie's doing so much better, Julia, thank you. One thing I like to do here is let you know everything that's going on so that you're well informed. And the scrapbooking brochure, this came out in January, because we now carry scrapbooking products, and it will be incorporated with our annual catalog beginning in May when the new annual catalog comes out. But because it's kind of a recent thing for Stampin' Up, for the spring they came out with a separate online scrapbooking brochure. But I wanted to print it and show you a couple of things. Mystery card, yes. I don't know why. You know, what happens is when you get old, things pop out of your mind. Jan, thank you. That's what we're doing, mystery card. That's what we're doing at our team get together on Monday night. And they put it together and I tell them what to put. But they don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. And it really is fun to see. Renee, good to see you. Karen, good to see you. Okay, we're looking at the scrapbooking brochure. We're not going to go all the way through it, but just in case you haven't seen it or don't know the products in it, I thought I would show you just so you're well informed. And even if you don't scrapbook, okay, it has some fun stuff. And I would love to know, I would love to have you put on in the comments if you do scrapbooking. I would love to know. I don't really do scrapbooking. My kids are totally grown, and I don't have any grandchildren, so I don't really do scrapbooking. But I do a bit of memory keeping, like for different Stampin' Up events that I attend. And so anyway, let's take a look at this scrapbooking brochure. And I've just highlighted and tagged a few things I want to show you. One thing, so it's new, many of them are new products. Most of them are new products. One thing that Stampin' Up! Is now carrying is, and I have to flip over, it's tone-on-tone papers. They're like they're our standard colors, but one side is darker and one side is lighter, and you can see that up in the corner. They have that little corner turned down. So like this is Petunia Pop, and one side of the cardstock is darker, and then one side is lighter, which is kind of handy, kind of like with Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. We have a light and a dark, and then the center is white. They call it white core, and so it's a different kind of paper, so it's just more. Okay, yes, let me know these things. Tina and Roz do some. So this is we have new, in addition to all of our regular offerings, we have two-tone cardstock, and there's way more than, and because I'm not a big scrapbooker, I can't explain everything, but what they've done, they have scrapbooking workshop kits, and some of them go along with things that we already have in our catalog. So this, actually the suite we're going to be using today is Wildflower Birthday. Wildflower Birthday? Yes. And they have a scrapbooking kit that kind of goes along with it. And it has, so you can get the kit, all right, which has, it tells you there, but then you can get things separately. And I'm just going to flip quickly to show you what I wanted to show you. You can get the designer series paper, which is exactly what's offered in the spring catalog we're going to use today. You can also get a sticker sheet, which is kind of cool. I really don't mind stickers. I like stickers. They're handy dandy, quick and easy. Then they're showing you the two-tone cardstock. And then they also have a different stamp set that's not in the annual catalog or the spring catalog. It's a different one that's more, a little more attuned to scrapbooking. So these are the two different things that I wanted to show you that are in the scrapbooking brochure that are not in the spring catalog but go with this suite, a sticker sheet and a different stamp set. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Hello, Marcia. Good to see you. So that's the Wildflower celebrations. Then they build on the storybook suite that we have. They have a storybook life workshop kit, scrapbooking workshop kit, and they show you some things you can do here. But this is the page I wanted to show you where, again, they have a sticker sheet in addition to the designer series paper, which we have in our spring catalog. They have the two-tone cardstock that goes with it and a different stamp set. And so we might want to get, she's doing excellently, Marcia. Thank you so much. So you might want to get this additional stamp set. Like, one thing I like is that it says Easter blessings, hello spring. Some things that the stamp set in the spring catalog doesn't say. So it's just more, like more. We like more, right? So that is, that's something I wanted to show you. But then, okay, then they have two brand new things that are not in our spring catalog. They have a set called Meant to Be. This is the Meant to Be scrapbooking workshop kit, but check this out. Okay, this is the Meant to Be, the whole kind of, I'm calling it a suite. They're not calling it a suite, but they have a stamp set and a die set. You can get them separately or you can get them as a bundle. They have designer series paper, which we don't have anywhere else. They have the two-tone cardstock, and if you can get the designer series paper with a sticker sheet if you want to, or without the sticker sheet. Now, I'm thinking that some of you might be wondering, as I did, didn't we have a bee set? And we did, and I pulled it out. It's called Be My Valentine. We still have it, but this one is a little different. They're somewhat the same, somewhat different. This is probably for people who didn't have this one. But it also has these dies that we didn't have before that are, what is a six-sided? I don't know if it's called, octagon is 8. Anyway, yeah, Linda, there isn't a bee set in the mini. Is there? I don't think so. You got it. Karen got it and loves it, and the dies are very cool. I don't think there's a bee set in the mini. The little bee trinkets go with the storybook set, right? Okay. So this is completely new. All of this is completely new. And I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to do a class to go with this in February. So be watching, because I love bee sets and I'm really excited about it. But you may have this because this is a carryover from an annual or something that we had before. So you may have this. It's still available in the online store, but this is a different set. So cute, right? Then there's another completely new set called Everyday You and Me, which I really like because it has roses. Hexagon. Thank you so much, Jean. Yes, hexagon. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. And it has pretty dies and a new designer series paper, the two-tone cardstock, and if you want to get the DSP with a sticker sheet. So very cool, right? So this is the scrapbooking brochure. I just picked up the highlights. Those are the main stamp sets and everything. But I wanted to show you that because in case you hadn't seen it, I wanted you to see it. Now, one other new thing, bit of news, is that I have a new Faith Creations class coming out starting today for pre-order, based on the new Faith Collection bundle, which is an online exclusive. And you're thinking, okay, January, we're still in January, Peggy, isn't this a little bit early to start an Easter thing? Because Easter actually isn't until April. But I don't want them to run out of this. I want us to get it. We just don't know. I want us to get it. I want us to make our Easter cards early. I want us to be ready. So the pre-order starts today. It will end on Sunday. I'll be sending a newsletter tonight. If you're interested, email me, Peggy at prettypapercards.com, and I'm going to show you what the class is going to include. So we're going to make 6 cards like we usually do, 2 each of 3 designs. So here's one design. And what I do with my Faith Creations classes is I like to print scripture verses for you on my computer here on Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And then you can use them in your design, or you can use the verses here. So for this card, the paper we're using is called, and I have it all written down, Everyday Skies, and you'll see why, because I just thought it looks so beautiful with the resurrection idea. So this is Everyday Skies Designer Series paper, and this is one of the cards. You will get everything to make 2 of this design. This is one design, and check this out. You get these 2 beautiful cross dies. These are the stamps. So that's card 1. Here's card 2. This is what caused me to want to use the Everyday Skies paper. Look how beautiful this is. And this is how the die, I did the die in gold and put it on, I think it's on lemon lolly paper. Isn't that gorgeous? That background. And this sentiment is right from there. So this is a second card that you'll make. And then I always have to throw in a fun fold. And so this is the fun fold that you're going to make. And this is a verse, a scripture that I'm printing for you. And it opens like this. This is a really fun card. It opens up like that. So those are your 3 cards that you'll make, the 3 designs. You'll make 2 of each. Oh, excuse me for that noise. This is the paper. You get a half a package of the Everyday Skies. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So you get a half a package of that. You'll get a package of iridescent pearls. It just seemed that, like, for Easter, we have to have pearls, right? It just seemed right. And you'll get a full roll of the beautiful petal pink scalloped ribbon, because it just looked so pretty on there. I thought it just looked so pretty. You could definitely tie a knot if you're not into bows. And so that is my Faith Creations class to go for right now. And the prices are, as usual, for the kit itself, which is everything to make 6 cards plus these products, is $45. That includes your shipping. If you want the bundle thrown in, it's, let me check my paper here, it's $81.75. So the bundle itself is $36.75, $36.25, anyway, $45, something like that. So you get the bundle, and I don't charge tax or shipping on the bundle. You just get it for that price, and I add that to $45. And so that, if you want the bundle, you'll let me know. Or you can get just the PDFs, and that will be just $25 for the PDFs. Now, if you get the bundle and the kit, you will get a free Celebration gift of your choice. And if you get the bundle, lately I've been giving a free, well, you would need the stamp set to do all of this. You need the dies to do that. You would need the dies to do that cross. I will send you the rest of the parts, but you would need the stamp set to do all of this, and the dies to do the crosses. I mean, the stamp set itself, let me look at my paper again. The bundle itself is $36.75. That's really inexpensive for a bundle. And this is a bundle that I'll be keeping for a long, long time because it's so beautiful. I just think it's gorgeous. But anyway, so if you get the bundle and the kit from me, you will get an additional 4th design. You won't get the stuff to make it, but you'll be able to make it from everything you have. It'll be a 4th design with a PDF, a detailed PDF for you. And so that price with the bundle is $81.75, all shipped to your door. So the pre-order starts right now. email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, if you're interested, and I will send you the registration link. And I'll be sending my email with the registration link tonight. So I want us to be ready for Easter with our beautiful cards. Okay, let's get started on today's card, which is a fun fold, and using the Wildflower birthday suite. And here it is. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? I love this paper. I love the Wildflower birthday paper. I love the whole suite. I got the whole suite because I love it. Thank you, Julia. And one thing I like about this particular fun fold is that it's made with designer series paper, so that when you have some of this beautiful DSP, which is short for designer series paper, that's what we call it, you can see both sides. Sometimes there's designer series paper, you don't really like one side and you love another side. But when you love both sides, you want to show it off. So that's what this fun fold does. So I want to show you how to make it. So we're going to use the birthday celebration bundle, which is in the spring catalog. And we're going to use this Wildflower birthday designer series paper, and I'm going to show it to you just because it's so pretty. So this is the sheet we're using, and this is the back. You saw that. Because I've used so much, I only have one of those. For these, I have both sides. These are the two sides. And look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. I know you've looked at it before. I know some of you have it. But this is my actual favorite right here. I love that one. And then you get two sheets like this, which you can cut these out if you want to and use them for tags or whatever. And the back is the pretty orange daisies. So that is the Wildflower birthday paper. And then in addition, you get pre-die cut punch out pieces, which I have put in this little plastic thing I got from Scrapbook.com, just to hold them. All these fun little pieces, and I've used some of them on the card, and so I'll show you when we get to that part. But let's make the card so that you can see how to do it. So you might want to take out a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to take notes of exactly how to create this fun fold, because of course you could do it with any paper. And I copied from someone else, so it's certainly not original with me at all. I don't know the name of it. I usually rely on you guys to tell me the name of some of these fun folds. Yes, I'm using it like crazy. I am too. Okay, so the card base, you want it to be 12 inches across and then 5.5 wide. And so I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 right here. Okay, with my paper trimmer. And I'll set that piece over. And then we need to start scoring. And I'm going to show you a way to score this. So you would actually score, you want to score at 2, 4, 8, and 10. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at 2 and 4 and then flip it over and do it at 2 and 4 on the other side. Just because it's easier and you don't have to open up the arm to the paper trimmer, right? Okay, let me pull that down so you can see it a little better. So we're going to go at 2 and 4. And then we just flip it over and do the same thing again. 2 and 4. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and burnish my lines. And we'll figure out whether they fold in or out here in a minute. Mostly I just want to burnish them because we need to do a little diagonal cutting with our paper trimmer. Okay, so I just want to get these lines pressed down nicely because we need to know exactly where these lines are. Okay, So now, well, let's do it this way, because you can decide which side you want to show more. And I wanted the cake side to show more. So I did it this way. But of course you could do it, you could definitely do it the other way, and then you would have the stripes showing more, like that. So either way, it's completely up to you. But because I want to use it as a birthday card, I intend it to be a birthday card. I want the cake to show, the cake side. Okay, now what we need to do is get out a little pencil. And here's, well, let me see. Let me set that over to the side a minute. A pencil and my spiffy ruler that you guys told me to get, which I love, which you don't have to figure out like 5/8 and all that business. It does it for you. But what we need to do here on each edge, okay, on the left and the right edge, we need to mark 2 inches from the top and 2 inches from the bottom with a pencil. We're just going to put a little pencil mark. So I have to get my head down really close, okay? Don't look at my roots. You know that's my policy. No root looking. Okay, so 2 inches is going to be right there. And then we're going to do the same thing from this edge. I'm going to put that right at 2 and come right in there. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on this edge. It's a little mathematical. You know me in math. I'm not super crazy about math, but I can do it if I work at it. Okay, 2 inches here. We'll come in and put our little mark right there. Okay. Now we're ready to do our cutting. So now we want to get our score blade up and out of the way, and we're going to bring in our cutting blade. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, there's our little mark for 2 inches, and we're going to cut down to the fold. That's why I really wanted to check that and get that fold well burnished. Now let me just ponder again exactly how I'm going to do that. Okay, so we get the fold on the cutting trough there, and we're going to get the little pencil mark right there, and then we're going to cut. Okay, and then we do the same thing with the other one. We're going to put the little pencil mark right on the, you can see that trough in there. You know what I'm talking about, that little indent. And then we want to put the fold in the same place. So you kind of have to go back and forth a few times to make sure you've got them both over that trough where the blade will go. Okay, and then this is what you end up with. Let me show you. Okay, so there's one side cut, and you see what I mean? You see how that is? Okay, so now we need to do the other side. And we do the same thing. We put the fold there and get our little mark right here. Okay, and cut. And again, the little mark and the fold. Okay, that is the most complicated part of this card. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. I'm glad you like that scrapbooking brochure. It surprises me that they have more stuff in it. Okay, so now we're ready to go. So we want the cake part to show. Now I'm going to again take my bone folder, and I'm again going to just flatten that down nicely, because we want all that to really flatten. And now really all we need to do is decorate, because we've got the card made. And don't you love it how you can see both sides of that pretty designer series paper? Okay, let me just get a few of these crumbs out of the way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a little, what do you call this, like a banner? We're going to make this out of white. We're going to use some basic white cardstock and make this little banner to go on the inside of the card. And I've got more than I need, because I need white for several things here, so I just grabbed a large piece. So we're going to cut this with the die from the birthday celebration bundle. And we're just going to get this right on our little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here and run that through. Pull that up a little bit. Hello, Jan. Good to see you, Jan. Jeannie? Good to see you from Tennessee. How's Tennessee doing today? How's your weather there? Okay. Now, for everything here, I'm not using, you'll be totally shocked, I'm not really using Stampin' Dimensionals on the inside of the card because we want to make sure that the card can fold, right? We want to make sure that it can flatten. So we're going to have this be right in there like that. Okay. Now, the one thing I want to do is put this other cute little banner going across. I want my friend, I don't know who this is going to go to, but it's going to be a friend of mine, right? A birthday friend, and I'm going to use Pretty in Pink ink because that's one of the colors here. And it just seems very celebratory, party-ish, like a party on the inside of the card. To put this little banner kind of, isn't that what you call it, a banner? Across, coming across here. And so we're just going to do that, just like that. Isn't that cute? I'll just get that off. I think that looks, that's the majority of the stamping we're doing on that. And now we can actually just glue it down right in the center of our, this is a 4-inch span right here. You know that from the way we did our scoring. So we can go ahead and glue this down, and then we're going to add a few more things. Just going to glue this down right in the center, coming down from the top, trying to get it equal on both sides. Okay, and we're just going to set that to the side for a minute and let it dry while we stamp the word happy. This is, everything is from the birthday celebration stamp set. There's that cute little banner. I'm going to use the word happy, and I'm going to use the word birthday. And that's why I have that extra paper that I mentioned to you. So one of the colors in here, in addition to Pretty in Pink, let me press that down a bit more, is what is Blueberry Bushel, which I really wouldn't pull out necessarily, but it looks so pretty. Doesn't it look so pretty with that pink? It's all over the paper. So I'm going to use, where's my little, I've already cut, I actually had a scrap of 1/2 inch wide basic white. And even though it doesn't look like it, this happy sentiment actually fits on that 1/2 inch. So I'm going to ink it up in the Blueberry Bushel. And let me get down there and see if I can get it straight. Isn't that nice? Okay, happy. And then on this other scrap, we're going to stamp birthday. And then I'm just going to cut around this. I'm going to just fussy cut around this. I love this. I love the font here on this birthday. Isn't that just so pretty? Don't you love script? I love script. Curls and script. Okay, so for happy, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut at an angle on each side. Okay, just like that. And I'm just going to set that there until we figure out, we're going to put one of those die cut images there. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the birthday here. And I know if you don't like fussy cutting, it's okay. You could use a label die for that. But I'm just gonna try to fussy cut kind of close in there, leaving about 1/8 of an inch, if I can, around the letters. it's not, you don't need to take a lot of time or make a big deal. You turn the paper more than the scissors and just come in and around that like that. I love the way this is such a crisp, it's just a crisp looking stamp. It's stamped it very, very pretty. Just love that birthday. I'm going to be using this birthday stamp a lot, I can tell. And then we're just going to come right in here and kind of just do some of that. I'm going to cut that off now so I can get a little closer in here. Okay, and look at how cute that is. Okay, so this is adhered. We can go ahead and adhere birthday. Again, I'm using glue and not dimensionals because it's the inside of the card and I want it to lay flat. So I'm just going to put this down right here, kind of like that. Happy birthday. And before I adhere the happy, what I'm going to do is, here we go. I'm going to pull out this plastic envelope that I had showed you with all the little die cut pieces. Yes, number dies for birthdays are good. So I just want some little flower thing to go right there. For example, that's pretty cute. I didn't even plan that, but it just popped right out, and I think that's kind of cute. So I'm going to put that on first, and then I'll adhere the happy to make sure I get it just the way I want it. I love multi-purpose glue because I can move my things. I just love that. So I can get things just the way I want them to be. Okay. I guess I could have trimmed those little corners just a bit more. But isn't that happy? Let me pull it down a little bit for you. Isn't that just a happy inside of a card? I mean, if you opened that, isn't that just happy? Oh, use a pencil and lightly draw around it. What a great idea. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. So that's the inside of our card. Very, very cute. Okay, so for the outside, now I want to show you a couple of options for the outside. So all I did actually is add this big die cut cake. Well, I did add some more flowers. I added some more flowers around there. But we could also add, a big bouquet. That's a little overpowering, I don't think. Let's see what else we have. This is another kind of, it's not quite as overpowering, but I like the cake for the birthday. Here's the cake. Let's pull this back out. I really like that, don't you? I do. I mean, this is easy peasy because of these die cut pieces. It really is easy. And so the only trick here is remember to only glue it on the right hand side, okay? So let's just go ahead and do that. So down here, we're going to want to just put glue on this little edge. We're going to put a little glue here. We don't want to come too close to the center, but we want to make sure that we're kind of like that. Okay, and then we'll just, what I'm doing is I'm kind of lining it up to the center of this little cake stand there. And hoping my glue stays where it's supposed to be. Just press that down. Give it a few minutes. Look at that. Isn't that just super cute? Now we could go back like I had in the past. On this one, I think I showed you, and I added a few flowers, added some flowers on the left, but it's so busy it looks really nice just the way it is. And then I had two different envelope options, which you could do anything you want, of course, but for one, I just cut a strip with the cakes coming down. for an envelope, I thought that was kind of cute. And for another one, I just put the word happy on the outside. Isn't that just easy? It really is an easy card, and it's a fun fold. Now, if you want to have a little place to write, I mean, I thought if it were me, I would maybe write a little in here, or you could punch a little small circle, or you could put a little piece of something on the back and write on the back. Excuse me, but it's just so cute. I just think it's the cutest card. It is a great fun fold card. Okay, well, let's bring you back up and we'll give away a prize. Okay, so I know you guys do like my cards as prizes, and I see you guys putting the word prize a lot. So I'm kind of thinking you want to have this for a prize for next week, right? Okay, so this will be your prize for next week. If you put the word prize today, then next Wednesday, which will be February 5th, I'll announce the winner for this. And from last time, the last time we were together, we made this pretty corner card. It's in a little plastic thing. I'll pull it out. I think it's called the Spring Corners. Remember we made that? I love this set. So this is the prize for this week, and we had a lot of people that wanted that put the word prize, and I gave you all a number, and then use the random number generator with the numbers that you were assigned, and the winner is Becky Drake White. So Becky, I am sure I have your address. Unless you've moved, I have your address. But it doesn't hurt to email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, because then I don't even have to go look. But congratulations, Becky, on winning this card. I will get this out to you, and I hope you all have a really great rest of your week. And I'll be back on Friday. I'm not sure 100% if we'll do a fun fold, because we just did a fun fold, but we'll see. We're going to do something fun anyway, for sure. And so you guys